creepy sculpture commanded a high price, not going to say the words in the script, a very high price at an auction this week.
So a buyer paid $32.8 million. I have to see this statue. It's a 10-foot tall bronze spider. Let's take a look. So crafted in 1996 by a French-American artist, the sculpture is part of a series which can be seen at some of the world's most prominent art museums. The artist didn't start sculpting spiders until she was in her 80s. Wow, she passed away in 2010 at 98 years old.
Okay.
$33 million.
I want to go back to the price of this.
Yeah.
Some people just have too much money and not enough time.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not an art guy. However,
obviously,
if I had $33 million,
you wouldn't spend it on a giant spider?
It doesn't even really look like a spider, which is like one of my biggest gripes to this.
Well, it's art.
Nice.
Sarah Spivey has one of them in her new front yard.
No, I don't.
Time now, just about 8:56, 69 degrees.
We'll be right back. The very first Chick-fil-A is closing today.
Oh no, we now have a Chick-fil-A here in downtown San Antonio. It's very exciting.
Nice.
The line was like regardless.
Yeah.
So the restaurant in Atlanta's Greenbrier Mall first opened in 1967. It is considered a pioneer in mall dining.
Absolutely. It led to the creation of the modern day food court. Chick-fil-A has not given a reason why the location is closing for good. Like many malls, Greenbrier has been struggling. It currently has no major anchor tenants. Meanwhile, Chick-fil-A has about 2,600 locations across the country. At Chick-fil-A yesterday.
Pantat, what'd you get?
The grilled nuggets.
Oh, you have to.
I have.
See, you got the grilled. I would have gotten like the regular nuggets, but
I go for the waffle fries and all the dips.
eat the waffle fries. All right, my mouth is watering. Time now, just about 8:59, 70 degrees.
Still ahead at 9, we're celebrating National Barbecue Month with David Elder, and he's checking out some of the best bites around town on Texas Eats.
See, we went from Chick-fil-A to ribs. What could go wrong? All right, here you go.
Yeah, okay, so summer is almost here, but that doesn't mean your water bill has to rise with the heat. How a SAWS program can help you get water-saving plants for your yard. You don't want to miss that story. It's coming up.
I told you 4 years ago we would find them, and my cuffs would be on them, and they were.
This morning on GMSA, a break in a case involving a newborn baby wrapped in a plastic bag in the woods. Police now making an arrest 4 years later.
Back here at home, a lifeguard shortage is affecting community public pools. So what 2 cities are doing here to fill the gap before summer?
And taking a live look out at the Alamo City, a lot calmer, a lot quieter than what we saw overnight. CPS power outages down to less than 500 customers affected. We started this morning with more than 2,200. We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey for your full forecast. But for now, good morning, 9 o'clock this Saturday. It is May 20th. Thank you so much for starting your morning with us. We've been talking through the morning. We're all caffeinated and whatnot, but lack of sleep because the lightning, the thunder.
So 2:30 is when the thunder and lightning started at my house. But Sarah, you said midnight the storm started coming through our viewing area.
Right around midnight. Adam Caskey was here tracking the storms overnight. I came in around 2, and you know what? The storms were very loud. There was quite a bit of thunder and lightning, pockets of heavy rain. Thankfully, no major hail to be reported on right now. And as you can see in San Antonio, most of the rain has moved east. However, there is one cluster of showers that's moving through Uvalde County, even a couple of pockets of thunderstorms here. But notice as these have been moving east that these thunderstorms have really weakened. Still, with that being said, this area of light rain could make it to western Bexar County as early as 10:30 to eastern Bexar County as early as about noon. So there is still the potential here for some passing light rain, but the key word there is passing. We do not anticipate a washout for a lot of the day. So for the remainder of the day, about a 20 to 30% chance, particularly right around 10, 11 o'clock as that swath of light rain moves in. Otherwise, only a 20% chance for an isolated downpour. And you know what? Here's the thing. The pollen count shows how much it's been raining. Molds are very high, past 13,000. Grass is low. You can forget that allergen. It's really the molds today that are causing the wheezing and the sneezing out there. Now, looking ahead, there is a chance for some rain tomorrow morning, too. I'll walk you through that forecast in just a few minutes. Max and Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. This morning, the Bexar County Sheriff's Office says a canine has passed away.
So BCSO canine named Fiasco found unresponsive by his handler yesterday afternoon. All this unfolding at a home in far west Bexar County. Fiasco, part of the BCSO detention division, he was responsible for discovering narcotics and discovering contraband throughout the Bexar County Adult Detention Center. The Sheriff's Office tells us Fiasco's services kept both deputies and inmates safe. They are saddened by his passing. An investigation of Fiasco's death is now ongoing. Well, happening today, the city of San Antonio hosting a summer job fair today at the community center. And I gotta say, we've heard some of the prices through the morning, even a bonus incentive. Pretty good stuff.
Lots of offers there. So city officials are looking to fill as many positions as possible. But the big focus right now is hiring lifeguards for our city pools. Alyssa Cole joins us live outside the community center. So Alyssa, tell us more about these incentives.
Yes, the incentives are for two positions. It's for the lifeguards and the pool supervisors. The incentives, they are $500 and you can get a $75 reimbursement for your swimsuit. So you can't beat that, right? Especially with the pay range. And we'll get into that in just a moment. But I'm here right now joined with Sarah Sharp, the manager of Parks and Recreation. Good morning, Sarah. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Thank you.
Thank you. So let's talk about lifeguards. We know there was a shortage last year. How are we looking this year?
We're looking good. We have over 230 lifeguards already in the system. We're looking at more. Really want to make sure we have that pool coverage for the entire summer. And then for some of the cool special events we'll have going on at the pools this year.
Wonderful. So we're looking at possibly opening all community public pools this year and having the hours as scheduled.
Yeah, that's the plan. So like I said, we're looking really good. We'll have our weekend pools will start opening today, which is super exciting. And so come check those out. But the plan is to get everything open and get the community out in the water in the Texas heat.
Perfect. And those lifeguards and those pool supervisors, they'll be under which program? Will it be the summer youth program?
No, it's with our aquatics division. So today we have a job fair going on. And so we're hiring for two different divisions, our aquatics division, which is all of our pools, and then our summer youth program, which is like our day camp for the kids. So we're hiring for rec assistants, rec instructors, folks to supervise the camp. So we have a lot of different options for folks.
Wonderful, wonderful. And I'm glad that you touched on that. And we do know on the pay range, if you could quickly, briefly touch on the pay range for the pool supervisors and the lifeguards.
Yeah, for us, we're starting at $17.50 an hour, which is a great summer job, right? Well, that's a good summer job for me, right? But for all ages. So we're asking folks to come in and apply. We start at 16 with the aquatics division. We start at 18 with our summer youth program. And again, it starts at $17.50 an hour.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Sarah. Anybody watching this, please feel free to come to the community center. Again, the job fair starts at 10 a.m. I'll send it back to you all.
Thank you, Alyssa. Now to a top story, morning headlines, a major development in an abandoned baby case, and it actually made headlines 4 years ago.
So back then, a newborn girl was found wrapped in a plastic bag in the woods. As ABC's Jacqueline Lee reports, police have now made an arrest in this case.
I told you 4 years ago we would find them, and my cuffs would be on them, and they were.
This morning, the alleged biological mother of this newborn baby abandoned in the woods in Georgia 4 years ago, Karima Jawani, now under arrest. Police say it took hundreds of hours of police work while using DNA to crack the case.
Within the past week, the Forsyth County Sheriff's Office Major Crimes Unit were able to utilize again DNA. We're able to identify the birth parent of baby India.
Police body camera capturing the miraculous moment baby India was rescued. Officers removing the plastic bag she was wrapped in.
I'm dumbfounded by any reasoning that could be there and how someone can have the ability to leave their own child to die.
Finding baby India off the side of this rural Georgia road, a shock to those who lived here. Screams of a baby heard by the Raggetts family, who found her under a bath mat in the woods behind their home.
Literally just panic. Panic was going through all of our minds. We were all crying, and we didn't expect it to be a baby.
Currently, baby India is thriving thanks to the love and support of her community.
Baby India is now prospering. She's happy and healthy. When those who were supposed to do their best did their worst to her, Forsyth County stepped up in a big way.
That was Jacqueline Lee reporting. Time now 9:09, 70 degrees out.
Still ahead on GMSA, airports across the country bracing for a crush of passengers on Memorial Day weekend. Why one travel hub is asking for extra security.
And up next, Nation remembering the life and legacy of Jim Brown, whose legendary exploits on and off the football field inspired future generations.
70 degrees now. For the most part, the rain has cleared out, but can we expect another chance of thunderstorms later this afternoon? Sarah Spivey will let us know when we come back.
In your morning headlines, tributes have been pouring in for the last couple of days for Jim Brown, being remembered as a star on and off the football field. He passed away yesterday at the age of 87 years old. Now, through 9 record-setting seasons in the NFL, number 32 for the Cleveland Browns, virtually unstoppable on the football field. He is universally recognized as the best player in NFL history, leading the Browns to a title in 1964 before leaving football for Hollywood. Brown also remembered for his role in the civil rights movement of the 1960s.
Well, staying in sports, Brittany Griner returned to the WNBA court for her first official game in 579 days and spending 10 months in a Russian prison. One of the top players in women's basketball spent the past year in a different court pleading for her freedom after she was wrongfully detained in Russia for carrying vape cartridges containing cannabis oil. The White House eventually negotiated a high-level prisoner swap for her release. Griner scored 18 points in the game and expressed gratitude afterward.
All right, airports around the country preparing for the huge, massive amount of holiday travel. Memorial Day weekend is approaching. This time, much of the madness, they're worried coming from unruly passengers. One situation we've seen already so intense that the Atlanta Airport general manager went before city officials to discuss safety and money for extra security. The FAA reporting 670 incidents involving unruly passengers on board airplanes so far this year. Experts say these cases are definitely a concern with summer travel expected to reach record levels. And for Sarah Spivey, if anyone's coming to San Antonio over the next couple weeks, are we done with the rain? Are we going to see more of it?
Well, I think over the next couple of weeks, we'll at least see some more rain.
Okay.
But for now, Memorial Day weekend is looking relatively calm. You know, this weekend, however, we've had a lot of rain overnight. And take a look at this video. You can see here the lightning from yesterday. I love this video. It's absolutely beautiful. You can see the structure of the storm and then a few lightning strikes here and there throughout the storm. This is what it looked like for many people around San Antonio overnight. A lot of thunder, a lot of lightning. Now here's the picture. San Antonio enjoying a bit of a break from the rain. Take a look around the Alamo City. It's quiet. All of that rain has moved out from earlier. We'll talk about rainfall totals here in a bit, but I do want to show you this area of light to moderate rain that's moving through Uvalde County right now. Now, these were originally pretty strong storms that have since fallen apart over Uvalde County. So I don't anticipate in San Antonio any more of that storminess that causes you to shelter inside or anything like that. But this swath of light rain could be making it to San Antonio, to parts of western Bexar County, that 1604 corridor on the west side, as early as 10:45, and then exiting closer to the Schertz, Selma, Seguin, New Braunfels area by about 11:45. So there could be some light rain around that time here in San Antonio, but I don't anticipate any more of that big thunder, that big lightning. Let's take a look at rainfall estimates since about midnight here around San Antonio, and you can see anywhere you see these pockets of yellow, that's where 2 inches of rain has fallen. So for JBSA, Lackland, South San area, out toward 1604 on the west side, seeing some of that 2-inch rainfall totals as well. The airport only picked up about 1/4 of an inch of rainfall, but still, we'll take it. And then about 2 inches up towards Seguin along I-10, and then finally across areas near Wilson County too. But there was really an area that got a lot, and we're talking a lot of rain. In between Hondo and Yancey there in Medina County, nearly 6 inches of radar estimated rain there. Near Lytle, about 4 inches of radar estimated rain. There was flash flooding for this area. So again, we're just watching this area of light rain moving east. Definitely don't cancel your plans outside, but just know that there could be some light rain around San Antonio by about 10:45. 45, 11 o'clock this morning. Okay, and that's what we see here on this KSAT 12-hour forecast, about 30% coverage. Afternoon is going to be pretty mild. We'll have northeast winds at 10 to 15 miles per hour, 80 degrees for the high today. That's a lot cooler than seasonably average. The average high temperature this time of year is 88. And again, temperatures will be in the 70s by midnight. 77 in Kerrville, 75 in Rock Springs for the high. That's it. It's pretty nice for the high temperature up in the hill country. 80 in Eagle Pass and 82 in Pleasanton. All right, we've had that cold front move through. Areas in South Texas could be dealing with some rain throughout the day if you have friends and family traveling across South Texas. That cool front keeping things only near 80 degrees tomorrow. And speaking of tomorrow, I do anticipate some more rain, especially in the morning, some light rain in the morning tomorrow. So while you're getting ready for church or heading out for those Sunday morning grocery runs, just know that there will be some light rain, perhaps a rumble of thunder as well. And this is going to be right around the early morning hours, so not while you're sleeping. So that's good news. And then there are indications that that rain could end by about the mid-morning hours. We'll still have to carry a chance for some rain into the afternoon tomorrow too, but generally, again, do not cancel your plans. Just have that radar with you and monitor. Otherwise, we are going to dry out in the week ahead. Temperatures will be climbing to near 90 degrees. For the high, it's going to be very humid. Coming up in the forecast, we'll talk a little bit about how much this has helped the aquifer, and I've got to look at the pollen count for the day today. If you're just tuning in, you're going to want to stick around for that pollen count. It's a bit of a doozy.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. 9:18, 71 degrees. Hey, we got a lot to talk about.
Still ahead before 9:30, a family of triplets in Ohio have shared their whole lives together, and now they're sharing something else at graduation. We'll explain coming up.
That is awesome. And of course, it is barbecue month, National Barbecue Month. We're obviously celebrating with David Elder, even though he didn't bring us samples. He's going to check out what he's calling some of the best barbecue in and around San Antonio on Texas Eats.
You got a little bit of everything.
Yes, sir, we do. We have pork chops here, chicken, pork ribs, spare ribs. We have brisket, and then we have our Akushi beef rib.
Oh my goodness.
And then we have our both kinds of sausages, jalapeno cheddar and regular.
You caught my attention with this one though. Now you've switched over to the Akiushi. Now this is a high-end, really marbled, fatty meat. Oh my gosh, look at the fat just running through.
A family of triplets in Ohio have shared their whole lives together.
So now they're sharing top honors at the same high school, graduating at the top of their class as co-valedictorians and salutatorians. So Sadie, Caden, and Gage Barker, that's her last name, it still feels great. They're proud recipients of several scholarships. Their future plans include University of Cincinnati and a trade school, giving all of their credit to their support system.
We have really great parents and really great teachers that I don't know where we would be without some of them. They really pushed us to be the people we are today.
That is so awesome. The triplets say they're ready to stand before their fellow graduates, sharing their wisdom and experiences gained throughout their high school journey. And that is just so cool to see.
They
Graduating
share
together.
the same mind. To be in the top 3 together and like your competition's your brother and sister. That's crazy. Awesome.
Congratulations. Time now, 9:26, 71 degrees.
Coming up at 9:30, there's a lot going on today across Yellow City, including the world's largest Conjunto Music Festival. What else is happening? That's still ahead. Plus, summer is almost here, but that doesn't mean your water bill has to rise with the heat. How a SAWS program could help you get water-saving plants for your yard if you're willing to get rid of a bit of your lawn. We'll explain.
Good morning, welcome back, and happy week. At 9:30 this morning, it is Saturday, it is May 20th. It was kind of chaotic with the weather overnight.
Oh, yeah.
A lot more calm and quiet now, though.
Yeah, a lot of lightning and thunder. And Sarah, you said there's only a small chance, maybe later this afternoon, to have some more rain.
Yeah, we're going to have a window here for some light rain by about noon, and then in the afternoon should be fairly quiet. All right. We were sent in this picture in Menke Park by John Gambuza. Yeah, thank you, John. I've met you, John. You're awesome. This is a picture at Menke Park of a tree down here. Now, winds were strong in San Antonio overnight, but they weren't severe level strong enough to knock a big tree like this over. However, Sarah is our gardener. Can you tell us a little bit about what the thinking is behind this tree coming down?
Looking at this, it's from the roots. So
right
because we were in drought for 3 years, Sarah, sometimes when we get such a heavy amount of moisture in the ground like we've been getting, the roots aren't very strong, and because of that drought, and you'll sometimes just happen. Yeah, it happened in California, like toppling trees down after a lot of rain after being in drought.
And we got a lot of rain yesterday. Take a look at these rainfall amounts. We'll go ahead and zoom in a little bit. Anywhere you see this yellow is where we've seen about 2 inches of rain. Now, most San Antonio saw anywhere from 1/4 to 1 inch of rainfall, but there were pockets of 2 to 3, especially down near Lytle there. However, as we look a little bit closer to the west right now, I want to show you that there is a storm system that is, pardon me, not a storm system, but an area of light rain that is moving closer to San Antonio. Here's a look at where that light rain is right now. It's moving through Uvalde, and it's moving to the east at about 30 miles per hour, so it could be around the San Antonio area by about 10:30. Now, this is just going to be some light rain out and about between about 10 and noon. As you head into the afternoon, a lot less coverage, and it's going to be a cloudy and a relatively cool day with a high near 80. Yesterday we were at 90 degrees. Molds, though, are very high, past 13,000. So coming up in the forecast, I'm going to walk you through the rest of your weekend. There will be a window for rain tomorrow as well. So while your weekend won't be a total washout, there are a couple of times that you're going to want to pay attention to the radar. Details coming up in a bit.
Thank you, Sarah. A 19-year-old man involved in an hours-long standoff with San Antonio police surrendered last night. So right now, the man has not been identified. SAPD was called to the area near Westfield and West Oaks Road on the west side for an assault Friday afternoon. So police say he held his young children in the home before releasing them. Family members told police the man had assaulted his mother allegedly and barricaded himself inside the home with his 9-month-old and 1-year-old child while armed with 2 knives. The children are safe and unharmed.
New this morning, one man in the hospital fighting for his life after being shot 7 times on the city's northwest side. Take a look. Police tell us this happened just before 1 a.m. These are the Legacy Flat apartments on Shanefield Road. It's the far northwest side. A group of people apparently hanging out at a pool at the apartment complex when someone allegedly ran up and started shooting. One man shot 7 times, taken to University Hospital, like we said, in critical condition. We do know there is a second victim, a second person shot in the leg. Right now, police still investigating, trying to figure out who exactly pulled the trigger. Well, lifeguard shortage affecting community public pools across the country.
In an effort to fill the gap here at home, 2 cities are hosting summer job fairs today. Alyssa Cole joins us outside the Ramon V. Quintero Community Center with more details about the job fairs. Good morning, Alyssa.
Yes, good morning. Well, the other job fair, there are 2 job fairs going on right now for summer jobs, is in New Braunfels. It's at 360 Aquatic Circle, and it'll start, or it already started actually at 9 a.m. and it runs until 12. They're looking to fill as many positions as possible for the summer. But right here in San Antonio, the city of San Antonio is hiring, and the incentives are nice. If you are applying and selected to be a lifeguard or pool supervisor, the incentive is $500, and then you can also get a $75 reimbursement for your swimsuit. But joining me right now is Sarah Sharp. She is the Park and Recs Manager. Good morning, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you.
Thank you. So let's talk about lifeguards and the positions you all are looking to fill. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, we have lifeguard positions. We have pools throughout the city. So we'll really look at where you live and then put you at that pool, hopefully as close to your house as possible. I start at $17.50 an hour, so it's a really great summer job for folks.
Perfect, perfect. And what about the pool supervisor? Does that also start at $17.50?
No, that one starts at $18.93 an hour. And so we're looking for experienced lifeguards that want to come in and be a supervisor this year. So we're really looking for a good pool to come on in. Come to our job fair, come to our pools, and we'll get you on board.
Wonderful. And this is a big thing that you all have to fill, correct? Because you all are going to be hosting tons of children this summer. And then of course people, they like to utilize the pool because it gets hot here. So if you could just talk about that, how many people will you all have a part of these day camps?
Yeah, so for our summer youth program, we'll have 41 sites this year. So we're looking at right around 3,900 kids. So we need staff to come and work those sites. So we're looking at rec assistants. Those are folks that are going to really run activities with kids, people to supervise those. So we're doing that as well. And that starts at $17.50 as well. So we're definitely hiring for that. Check out the website, saparksandrec.com. It has descriptions of everything as well. So if anybody needs more information, that's a great way to find it.
Okay, perfect. And just to wrap this up, a lot of people may be coming out today to apply for those jobs. There's a bonus today. The pools will be open. Yeah. What does that mean for those coming to apply for jobs?
Well, what's great is we have 11 pools opening today at 1 o'clock. And so for those that want to see if they can pass the certification or to practice to pass the certification, you can come on out and then you're going to work. You'll see the people that already have a job and they'll walk you through the process and help you train so that you can then also join them on our team.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Sarah. I appreciate it. Anybody looking to apply to be a part of the City of San Antonio summer jobs, visit our website at ksat.com. Back to you all.
Thank you, Alyssa. Also happening today, if you like Tejano Conjunto music, this weekend is your chance to attend the largest Conjunto music festival in the world. The 41st annual Tejano Conjunto Festival goes through Sunday at Rosedale Park. The founder of the festival says over 30 bands will take the stage. He says everyone should experience what Conjunto is all about and how it continues to evolve.
We want to keep this musical tradition alive, to preserve it, to promote it, to pass it on to the future generations.
Students from San Antonio and the Rio Grande Valley will also perform. Tickets start at $20. We have more information on ksat.com.
Time now, 9:37, 72 degrees.
Still ahead before 10, a trash collector makes a shocking discovery on his route, a dramatic rescue of a tiny puppy in a garbage bag.
Oh my goodness, and after the break, summer almost here, but it doesn't mean your water bill has to rise with the heat.
That's right, SAWS has a program that will help you get water-saving plants, $400 in coupons for those plants if you're willing to get rid of some of your lawn. We'll have that story coming up.
Get that money. All right, let's take a live look out of the Alamo City. 72 degrees now. How warm will it get? Will we have sunshine for all those people applying to be lifeguards? We're going to check in with Sarah Spivey in just a few moments.
Robb Elementary School has a long and significant history here in Uvalde, long before the tragedy of nearly a year ago.
There was a contest at the time that the school was being built as to for whom it should be named.
The school issue came up, we took advantage of that.
My best friend was out there walking, and I did not know why. I did not understand.
People are still coming from everywhere.
Those stories and those memories in KSAT Explains, Monday at 6.
This morning, a new program helping San Antonians put water-saving plants in their yards.
The SAWS Water Saver Coupons allows residents up to $400 in rebates if you replace part of your lawn with drought-tolerant plants. I'm really excited about this.
So I spoke with SAWS about the program, and they show us how, actually, I'm going to show you how I use these coupons for my own garden.
The recent rain has my backyard looking pretty good. But this was just a couple of months ago, after enduring the summer drought and heat.
Pouring more and more water on it. And that just seems like a losing battle.
An expensive, non-sustainable battle.
It's the largest non-edible crop in the United States, and we use more water on it than anything else that we grow in the U.S., and that seems kind of crazy.
Yikes. It's why the Vice President of Conservation with the San Antonio Water System, Karen Guz, says SAWS is a program that offers coupons for drought and heat-tolerant plants to replace at least 200 square feet of your lawn and get rid of your sprinkler heads if you have them.
I did the program back in March, and here's how it works.
Take a picture of the grass area before. Upload and apply for coupons at gardenstylesanantonio.com. SAWS residents can apply for up to 4 landscape coupons per year with a lifetime limit of 8. The coupons are valued at $100 each. It takes about 10 days to get your coupons emailed back to you. I got $300 in coupons. I took my coupon codes to one of the participating local nurseries, Fanix. You can only use these coupons for SAWS-approved plants. Here, they have a section to make it easy. Most of these plants are native with the exception of some. For example, tropical milkweed. Guz explains how they are working with growers on cultivating more native options because they're hard to come by for now.
We also need them to be ones you can actually buy. And some of the native plants that we are and it could be because they're not easy to cultivate in a greenhouse. And so it's about...
My total for 45 plants would have been close to $538. If I had only done 15 plants, my total would have been closer to $75. I tilled up my area and got to digging. And here is the finished product. I took pictures and emailed them back to SAWS before my deadline in October. And 2 months later, look at that growth. But more importantly, I don't have to water the area as much, which Guz says if you're watering your grass often before, you can save up to 1/4 of watering. More importantly, you are creating an urban ecosystem for our very important pollinators and helping our rapidly growing city save water.
Water conservation is a benefit to us economically because it helps us stretch our water supply in an economical way. And then what we hope is that we're providing ways for people to do it and enjoy that landscape even more than what they had before.
I haven't watered in a very long time because of all the rain. Almost some of my plants, because they are drought tolerant, are getting too much water and they're starting to get something called powdery mildew. But once the sun comes out and heats up, it'll go away. But
man,
yeah,
I know it's so funny because we in San Antonio, we're always begging for rain because we need it. But it has been a bit of a nuisance for those trying to enjoy our beautiful city because there's so much rain out there at times. But hey, the rain came overnight last night and it dropped about 1 inch to 2 inches of rain around parts of San Antonio. Meanwhile, 72 degrees outside, and we actually been able to see a few peaks of sun here and there around San Antonio. But it is a lot cooler because a front moved through and it's going to prevent temperatures from warming up too much today. Here's a look at the clouds and the temperatures. You can see a hole in the clouds and those clouds have since filled in. It's 68 degrees in Boerne, 68 in Bulverde, 72 in San Antonio, 67 in Bandera, 71 in Hondo, 76 in Pleasanton, and 71 in New Braunfels. The clouds are increasing right now because there's an area of light rain over Uvalde right now that is starting to move eastward. It's slowly moving east and it may start to turn more to the south here. These showers and storms, they follow a pretty random weather pattern right now, and so it's difficult to know exactly their motion, but I see a little bit of a low developing there, so it could be moving further to the south. However, if this area of light rain were to hold on, it would make it to western Bexar County by 11. It would make it to downtown San Antonio area and all of these areas that are along that parallel there by about 11:30, and it would probably be closer to the New Braunfels area by about 12:22. And again, this would just be very light rain. There's no real flashes of lightning with this at the moment, which is good news. No need to cancel any kind of outdoor plans with that chance for light rain. Let's orient ourselves back here. And I want to show you again just how much rain fell in the overnight hours here in San Antonio. We're going to turn on the radar a little bit closer to the Alamo City, and we're going to look at 12-hour rainfall totals. So anywhere you see these yellows here between Marion, New Berlin, that's about 2 inches of rainfall. There was a bit of a gap in a lot of the rain for the northeast side up toward Bulverde and Timberwood Park, but we still did see about 1/10 of an inch of rain there. Meanwhile, lots of rain fell between John Jay High School and Lackland Air Force Base. Near Lytle, there was some flooding because of 4 inches of rainfall. In between Hondo and Yancey, 4 to 6 inches of rainfall. At the airport officially, about 3/10 of an inch of rain. So the airport was kind of one of those areas that missed out there on a lot of the heavy rain. Looking at your KSAT 12-hour forecast, again, that light rain shower area is moving into town probably about 11 to noon. And then in the afternoon, we'll see a few peaks of sunshine, 80 degrees. There's only a 20% chance for a stray shower this afternoon, so it's not going to be a washout today. Go enjoy your Saturday. Just keep that radar handy as you're heading out and about. Then we'll be looking at a high right around 75 in Rock Springs, 77 in Kerrville, 81 in Del Rio, 84 in Cotulla. The average high this time of year is 88, so we are going to be cooler than that. And then tomorrow morning, it does look like there will be areas of light rain tomorrow morning as you're heading out and about during your Sunday morning errands. Just know that there will be some light rain, but in the afternoon, things should dry up for us. So keep that in mind. 81 for the high tomorrow. And then looking ahead to the week, we are going to have a chance to dry out in the week ahead. So hopefully those plants will enjoy a little bit of a break there, Sarah, for you.
Sounds good.
Okay, good.
Not that I'm complaining about the rain or anything.
Yeah, it's hard to when we've been so dry for so long.
Exactly.
Thank you, Sarah. Just about 9:50, 72 degrees.
Taking a look outside at TransGuide. Ooh, coming into work this morning during the storms, not fun, but now it looks like the road's still a little damp out there, for the most part clearing up. We don't really see any traffic incidents happening on TransGuide, but if something does, we'll let you know. And just ahead, we're celebrating our furry friends waiting in shelters for their forever homes. We're talking rescue dogs next. A trash collector in Michigan made a shocking discovery on his route.
He found a tiny puppy still alive that someone put in a garbage bag. He thought it could have been a rat or a rodent, but he found a 2-week-old puppy at the bottom of his truck. He dove in headfirst to rescue the animal. He said if the dog recovered, he was more than happy to take it home as his own.
I was completely shocked, and my stomach kind of turned a little bit to see how someone would just throw a live animal away in the trash.
As for the dog, the puppy is recovering from the ordeal, doing much better, and the police have done an investigation. They even made an arrest in the case.
And today is National Rescue Dog Day, a day to learn all about the ways a canine companion can improve your life. I vouch for that. The ASPCA says over 3 million dogs go into U.S. shelters each year and are waiting for forever homes. These four-legged friends can offer a lot of benefits like protection, love, and comfort. Some can be trained to be service dogs or emotional support companions. Studies have shown that pet dogs can help relieve depression, anxiety, and even PTSD.
And you are a double dog mom.
Yes, adopted 2 dogs, Scooby and Sister. Okay. Changed my life.
There you go. And my mom actually adopted a dog. Weirdly enough, her name is Sarah.
Oh!
From the SPCA, can't say it enough. If you have adequate time, shelter, care, you should.
Yes, agree.
All right, time now, just about 9:55, 72 degrees.
We'll be right back.
An unimaginable tragedy. The lives of 19 students and 2 teachers lost.
Look at us. Our lives have been turned upside down.
After 12 months, actions to prevent school shootings in Texas have stalled.
For our kids, not enough for you to make some kind of change.
And the once strong community of Uvalde is beginning to fracture.
Wednesday at 9, the search for answers in a community struggling to heal.
1 year in, Uvalde. Wednesday at 9 p.m. on KSAT 12.
The San Antonio Food Bank has been and continues to be a key resource for thousands of families across our community. The summer months, they're particularly busy for the food bank. That is why tomorrow morning on Leading SA at 8 a.m., Eric Cooper, President and CEO of the food bank, set to join us live. We're going to be discussing the need here in and around our community. Summer being specifically tough for families with kids at home, and honestly, lower food donations. If you have any questions you'd like to ask, just head to the Leading SA section of KSAT.com. Then join us tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. for the full conversation.
Before we go to weather, we want to wish a happy birthday to Phyllis Woods. This is Colin Woods' mother, our extraordinary producer here on GMSA Weekends. And Phyllis, Colin only says great things about you, and we see a lot of her similarities in Colin. Just happy birthday. We hope you have a wonderful day.
Happy birthday, Phyllis. Here's a really bad pollen count. I'm so sorry. Molds are very high, past 13,000. Grass is low. Now, as we look at the radar, there is an area of light rain moving through Uvalde. They could impact the San Antonio area by about 11 noon. So we're going to up those rain chances just a little bit till noon for some light rain. It's going to stay cloudy until the afternoon when we'll see a few peaks of sunshine. 80 degrees for the high, only a 20% chance for rain in the afternoon. Then tomorrow in the morning, we're going to have more light rain. However, we are not going to be waking up by thunder and lightning in the overnight hours, so that's important to know. Otherwise, we will have a drier second half of the day tomorrow. And then looking at the forecast for the week, looks like it's going to be humid and warm, highs near 90, but a chance to dry out.
Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. Thank you. Texas Heat starts right now.